And now to a Fox 35 News exclusive. A family who has a son with special needs got to go on a trip of a lifetime.
But their magical trip took a turn when they were at Orlando Sanford International Airport, getting ready to fly back home. Fox 35's Marley Capper is joining us live from the airport. So, Marley, what happened there?
The Carter family travels with a lot of medical equipment to make sure that their son is safe, and they've never had any problems before. But they say that a TSA agent here gave them a hard time about their son's stroller, so he ended up sitting on the airport floor at one point. Mom says it was traumatizing. Now she wants to use her experience to raise awareness and to not take away from their trip. Easton Carter is 5 years old. The majority of his life has been spent in the hospital.
He's got a lot of different things going on with him.
His mom, Jessica Carter, says he was born at 35 weeks with a genetic disorder known as cat-cry syndrome.
He's blind in one eye. He has very poor vision in the other. He's deaf in one ear, very low hearing in the other. He does not walk. He cannot stand on his own.
Easton also has epilepsy, autism, a developmental delay, and had to be on a ventilator for 2 years for respiratory failure.
But he's doing much better now. We got the trach removed. He's off the ventilator. For him, he's making great strides, and he's what you'd say would be thriving at this point.
He's doing so much better that he was healthy enough to take a wish trip to Disney World.
Well, this trip was just really kind of the pick-me-up that he and your family needed.
Oh my gosh, it was everything. What do you think, buddy?
She says their trip was perfect until the flight home to Indiana.
Said I had a medical letter of necessity for my son, that we had a lot of medical equipment, lots of medicines, things like that.
Part of that equipment is a medical stroller. It looks like a regular one, but acts as a more comfortable wheelchair for kids when traveling. The Orlando Sanford International Airport even tagged it as a wheelchair to make things smoother for the family while going through TSA security. And she has a doctor's note saying for her son's safety, he needs to be in the stroller. But Carter says the TSA agent told her this.
He said, we don't go by the tag. We gauge that ourselves, and we decide for ourselves who's going to stay in it and who's going to come out.
Not only did her husband have to carry her son through a metal detector, but Carter says it took a supervisor nearly 45 minutes to inspect the stroller, so her son was sitting on the floor while TSA went through their bags.
I said, you can't do that. I said, and you don't get to decide who's disabled and who's not. That's not your job.
Now Carter wants accountability and better training for these agents and hopes sharing her story prevents this from happening to another family. Carter has filed a complaint with TSA and the airport. I talked to TSA and the airport. TSA says that they're investigating the situation. They're looking at the security camera footage, and they're interviewing the TSA agents that were involved. The airport says that they're aware of the situation, that it's very concerning to them. They're also following up with TSA to make sure that this is handled properly. I asked to see that camera footage, but because of security reasons, I couldn't. Reporting live in Sanford, Marley Capper, Fox 35 News.
Marley, thank you for that story. Well, we learned about this story because that mother actually reached out to us. If you have a story you want us to know about, just send us an email at fox35news@fox.com and make sure you include your name and your phone number.